我的家乡呢，相对比较贫穷，这几年脱贫攻坚，通过这个上面的政策扶持，特别是总书记的这个亲自关心，推动我们赣南苏区振兴发展。
In this rural region of Jiangxi, China, tea oil tree planting has a history of around 2,000 years. However, due to deep-seated poverty, the locals had long found it difficult to commercialize the business. In 2015, before the annual legislative session was held, Wang Chengdong, a Red Army veteran from Jiangxi, wrote to Chinese President Xi Jinping asking for support for the tea oil industry in his hometown. Wang's letter was brought to Beijing by fellow villager and national lawmaker Ming Jinhua. Xi read the letter at the scene and asked authorities to carry out research.
当时总书记拿出来念的时候呢，我心里是非常的激动。总书记那么重视，能够时时刻刻的把这个人民的事放在心上。全国两会呢就像一扇窗，让总书记能够在全国两会的这种情况下呢，能够倾听我们基层的声音。
The follow-up work proceeded much faster than Ming had thought.
2015年两会还没有结束的时候，我就得到了消息，国家有关部委呢就已经组织人员到赣州进行了这个油茶产业的调查。
Camellia is one of the main oil-bearing trees in the world. Though with a high yield, the trees have a long lead time and require plenty of investments in advance, which had thwarted many efforts to boost the industry. However, returning from the two sessions in 2015, Ming discovered notable changes.
没多久呢，就出台了对油茶产业扶持的相关政策。在这个政策的扶持下呢，种植面积翻了好几番，收入呢也比之前大大的提高了。很多脱贫户就因为种植油茶实现了脱贫。
油茶种植由原来的没有补贴，到现在的每亩补贴达到了1600块钱一亩，大大的降低了我们种植的费用。
With government support, the camellia planting industry quickly took off. By 2021, over 200,000 hectares of such trees have been planted, making it a backbone industry for the old revolutionary base. The oil-bearing trees also helped more than 210,000 people in Ganzhou get rid of poverty.
以前没什么收入，我从种完了以后有2-3万的收入，务工也有2-3万，加起来家里生活比较好，也盖了新房子。
我们来自基层的代表也看到了总书记一心为民的这种情怀。最重要的还是让基层能够发声，让我们的决策部门能够了解最基层的人民所需所求，也是两会民主的一个体现。
China's annual two sessions are often regarded as a window to see democracy at work in the country's political system.
每带一件东西去，首先自己要调研，你要体现你的这个选民的意愿和选民的心声，需要我们把他们的呼声带到中央去，然后把中央的政策也带下来，向他们宣传。这就是体现了我们中国民主制度的优势。